As our loved ones age, we may start noticing subtle but unsettling changes. Sleeping more, eating less, pulling away from family gatherings. It's easy to dismiss these shifts as just getting old, but medical experts warn that they could be indicators that someone is approaching the final months of life. According to specialists from institutions like Johns Hopkins, Mayo Clinic, and the National Hospice Foundation, there are recognizable signs, sometimes surfacing up to 6 months, before the end that a person is transitioning into life's final chapter. Understanding these signs can help families provide the best possible care and emotional support, ensuring dignity, comfort, and peace during a deeply sensitive time. This doesn't mean the occasional nap or a restless night, which are common as people age, but rather a dramatic increase in sleeping hours or agitation during the night. Some individuals may begin sleeping 15 to 18 hours a day, while others become increasingly restless after sundown, a pattern known as sundowning. Experts recommend documenting sleep habits using a notebook or app and discussing noticeable changes with a medical professional. In this video, we'll explore the 7 silent but critical warning signs that a loved one may be nearing life's end and how you can respond with compassion and preparedness. When a person begins turning away from favorite meals or consuming noticeably less food, even losing 10 pounds or more unintentionally, it can indicate the body's metabolic rate is slowing dramatically. This isn't merely stubbornness or depression. It's a biological process. Instead, caregivers should offer small portions of comforting foods without expectations, focus on shared mealtime moments, and consult medical professionals about how to ensure nutrition aligns with palliative goals. The circadian rhythm, which governs the natural cycle of wake and sleep, becomes severely disrupted. Understanding this shift as natural enables families to shift focus from calorie counts to emotional presence and comfort. 1. Dramatic changes in sleep patterns. One of the first red flags that often surfaces is a noticeable and consistent change in sleeping habits. According to Harvard Medical School's Division of Geriatrics, these shifts are a result of the body beginning to shut down non-essential systems, conserving energy for vital organs. It also serves a spiritual or emotional function, helping them detach from earthly obligations and relationships. Your once vibrant social family member may start avoiding gatherings, stop calling friends, or show disinterest in events they used to love. Recognizing these changes early can allow caregivers to adjust daily routines, allowing for more rest during the day and calming nighttime strategies. 2. Loss of appetite and unintentional weight loss. But instead of insisting on engagement, experts recommend low-pressure social interactions like short visits, quiet companionship, or even a simple handhold. Prioritize presence over participation, and above all, approach these moments with patience and empathy. A significant and persistent decline in appetite is another key sign. Dr. Jennifer Rodriguez of the Mayo Clinic explains that during the end-of-life process, the body's need for nutrients drops as energy is redirected toward core functions. Well-meaning families often try to pressure their loved ones into eating, which can lead to stress and frustration. Keeping a simple food diary helps track patterns and communicate more effectively with healthcare teams. 3. Social withdrawal and emotional disengagement. Another under-recognized warning is a sudden and lasting withdrawal from social activities. This change often reflects a deeper psychological transition. According to research from Johns Hopkins University, social withdrawal allows individuals to conserve emotional energy and prepare internally for the end. Families often misinterpret this behavior as depression or emotional rejection. 4. Sudden confusion or mental changes. When an elderly person begins experiencing vivid dreams or conversations with deceased loved ones, or displays uncharacteristic confusion or disorientation, it may be more than just dementia or medication side effects. These cognitive shifts are often signs of the brain entering its final stages. Studies from the Cleveland Clinic attribute these changes to reduced oxygen levels and altered brain metabolism. While sometimes alarming to family members, these experiences can bring comfort to the individual, helping them process emotions and gain a sense of closure. In some cases, people who appear confused still remain lucid in between episodes, which indicates these events are not random, but part of a natural transition process. Dr. Patricia Williams, a neurologist, advises that families resist the urge to correct or challenge these episodes. Instead, offer reassurance and listen. Keeping a log of unusual behaviors or conversations can help healthcare professionals assess whether additional care or adjustments are needed. Tasks that once seemed simple, getting up from a chair, walking to the bathroom, lifting a spoon, can suddenly become insurmountable. 5. Decreased mobility and physical weakness. It's a signal that vital systems are demanding more energy, pulling resources from physical strength. Physical decline is a common feature of aging, but when an elderly person experiences a rapid loss of strength and mobility, it may indicate that their body is nearing the end. As the body shuts down, respiratory patterns shift in recognizable ways that hospice professionals often see as strong indicators of the final stage of life. Accepting this stage can help avoid injury and reduce emotional strain. Helpful actions include adjusting the individual's position, improving air circulation, and administering any prescribed comfort medications. According to the American Geriatric Society, this steep decline often happens because the body begins breaking down muscle protein to support essential functions. Recognizing this sign early allows families to prioritize safety, remove fall hazards, install supportive tools like grab bars or shower chairs, and encourage rest instead of pushing for independence. Many individuals, aware of their approaching death, seek to bring closure, reconnect with estranged loved ones, and pass on symbolic items. 6. Changes in breathing patterns. This might include long pauses between breaths, shallow or rapid breathing, or gurgling and wheezing sounds, often most noticeable at rest or during sleep. Families should respond to these requests with honor and respect, even if they're surprised or unsure of the reasons behind them. It's one of the most human aspects of dying, and one of the most important. Whether that means adjusting routines, respecting new preferences, or simply sitting in silence beside a loved one, your presence becomes the most important gift. Perhaps one of the most concerning yet overlooked signs is a shift in how a person breathes. Speak with their healthcare provider, document changes, and most importantly, spend intentional, meaningful time together. Because in the end, what truly matters is not how much we do, but how well we love through the letting go. These changes stem from a decline in the efficiency of the lungs and heart as energy resources diminish. Dr. Linda Garcia from the National Hospice Foundation explains that families should not mistake this for an acute emergency, but instead view it as part of the process. Keeping a log of breathing changes, noting sounds, duration, and patterns can be extremely helpful for medical teams in adjusting palliative care. These 7 silent signs are not just clinical observations. They're deeply personal milestones in a person's final journey. 7. Desire to resolve unfinished business. Perhaps the most emotional but deeply meaningful sign that a loved one is preparing for the end is the sudden desire to reconcile relationships, share legacy stories, or give away personal belongings with intention. Dr. Amanda Foster, a hospice specialist with over 30 years of experience, notes that this instinct is not confusion, but emotional resolution. Examples include asking for a family meeting to talk through long-held regrets, wanting to contact someone after years of silence, or thoughtfully distributing heirlooms. This process helps bring peace and meaning to the individual's final days, offering a sense of control and completion. Compassion and preparedness. The dying process can be emotionally overwhelming, especially when families aren't prepared to recognize it. By noticing and responding to these indicators with grace, compassion, and appropriate support, families can shift from a mindset of fixing to one of honoring and accompanying. Death is not just a medical event. It's a relational and spiritual process, and understanding its signals allows us to be more present, more loving, and more prepared. If you're noticing these signs in someone close to you, don't panic, but don't ignore them either.